Claire?
Good.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Hi, Tiger. What was your favorite moment of the week?
I think the whole week to be able to share it with my family, to have both my kids out there the last 2 days has been so special, and just grateful that for us to be able to have these types of experiences, and for Charlie and I to have done this for I think 4 years in a row now since the start of COVID. To be able to come out here, and for all of us as families to come out and enjoy the week, it's special, And for me, I haven't seen a lot of these guys because a lot of them are on the Champions Tour, and quite frankly, I haven't played a lot. So it's nice to catch up with them this week and see all their families.
Tiger, going back to the Bahamas and this week, what have you learned about your body and what you're able to do going into next year?
I think that a lot of things are aching a lot more than my ankle, which is the way it goes. I'll be able to walk and play. We've been working out hard, be able to recover. We've been training every day, which is great, and it's been nice to knock off a lot of the rust and some of the doubt that I've had, because quite frankly, I haven't hit a shot that counted in a long time. So having to post a score and hit shots on the right number and hit shots with consequence, it's been nice.
Tiger, it's a fun event, but it's certainly challenging conditions today with the wind.
Oh, yeah.
What does that do for you and tell you as far as where you are?
Well, it's you had to hit a lot of different shots, but at the end of the day, it's a scramble.
Yeah.
So, we get a ball in hand and be able to tee the ball up, and so this would have been a very different day if we had to play the ball down or we couldn't tee it up, put the ball in hand. I'll say we hit a lot of the little nifty little shots like a 10 or some of the iron shots I've hit, pin high, just because we had ball in hand. But the fact that I was able to hit the shots both ways, which was nice.
And what's the emotion out of you or reaction to watching the chip in on 9 with Charlie? What's that like?
Yeah, it was neat because I was on the car earlier. I was on the high side, so I got a chance to see it from about 10, 12 feet out, and it looked great from where I was. And to see his reaction could happen right in front of me. He went right in front of me. He got excited, and I looked over at Strix, and he was shaking his head up. It was great. And then on top of that, to see Izzy almost hold it, right on top of him. It was a great family atmosphere at that one little hole.
Tiger, didn't really ask this yesterday, meant to. After the Bahamas, what was your recovery like, and how did it compare to, say, after Riviera last year, which would have been really the last time it would have been similar?
Very different. I mean, Riv, my ankle was not very good at that time, and the recovery was a lot more difficult. But we've been training every day, so we're off the Bahamas. We're in the gym on Monday, so we've been going after it.
Was it encouraging in any way? Were you concerned, or maybe thinking, kind of curious to see how it would be?
The ankle was fine. The ankle was fine because it's now fused, but other parts were definitely aching. But the fact that we were able to train right away and get after it and start hitting balls, it was encouraging.
Tiger, I had two things on the schedule for next year, not yours, but the tours and what you guys have done for the next however many years. How close to the finished product do you think that is, in terms of the signature events, in terms of the top 70, 50, 30, the whole system that's been put in place coming out of Delaware? How close do you think to the finished product that
for
is?
24 we're pretty sound, and obviously I think we're going to make some possible adjustments. Probably end of the year, how things shake out. But as far as the schedule for next year, we're lockstep. As far as some of the points things, we'll see how that shakes out. Little things. And granted, that happens each and every year.
Yeah. Okay. And secondly, I don't know that I've ever heard you talk about Bernhard, and God knows what he's done today with all the putts they're making. But for a guy at 65 to set the senior tour record and keep doing what he's doing at that age, how do you think he does it, and does it impress you?
It's more than amazing. The fact that he's able to do everything that he does with, it doesn't say it with his neck and his back and the way it has been over the years. the fact that he still does it each and every day, he works out each and every day, he's at it. I think that's what most people don't realize, and that's how you have longevity. You train each and every day, and he does that. And what he's done consistently, I mean, I got a chance to play with him in '94. To go back that far and to see, what he's done since then, and what he does each and every year, and what he's battled with on the greens, the different styles he keeps fighting through. It just goes to show the personality, the determination that he has, and the type of person he is to be able to stick through everything.
Tiger, this would seem the ultimate formality, but you're not exempt for the U.S. Open.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if you have to ask them? Do you have to formally ask them for an exemption?
That I do not know. I don't know what's happened over what Jack happened over his career, or Tom, or anybody else. But as of right now, no, I'm not in. And whether or not I have to formally ask him, or they invite me, or you give me an exemption, or I have to go qualify, who knows? I don't know what the process is.
Well, it would seem they're going to give you one, but I just wondered if you actually had
That
to
I
ask.
don't know, Bob.
Tiger, if you consider everything that's happened since the accident,
Mm-hmm.
competitive golf-wise, it's been about 10 tournaments. Mm-hmm. Has there been a round or a cut made or a tournament that tells you I can win again at the tour level?
Well, I think that if given the fact that if I'm able to practice and do the things that I know I can do and prepare, I know that I can still do it. I can still hit the golf ball. It's just a matter of prepping and get enough reps in and get enough work in, and being right physically, and the endurance capability of it. I mean, I haven't had the leg good enough where I've been able to compete and play a lot of rounds. I've had a lot of procedures over the years, and that's just part of it. And if I know if I can practice, I know I can still do it. I can still hit the golf ball. I can still chip. I can still putt. Granted, it's also putting it all together for 72 holes, and that's the challenge, the challenging part of it.
But back to the 94 longer thing, what was that encounter? What was
Well,
that?
I played with him in the Johnny Walker in Thailand, and I think I played with him either on Saturday or Sunday. So I got a chance. I got invited to play there when I was, I think it was 18, to play my mom's home country, which was very special. So that was, I think that was the first cut I ever made in a professional event.
Oh, okay.
So it goes back that far.
And your impressions of him then, and when you see him now, how
Yeah,
much has
it was
changed?
the first time that I had ever seen anyone work in meters. So that was different for me, because I grew up in Southern California. I was only 18, so I hadn't played a whole lot, and everyone is over here in yards. So it was very different to hear Pete at that time talking to Bernie about some of the numbers, and to hear that it was very different for me, because I hadn't encountered it.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, thank you guys.